Hello and welcome back to NCR Competition Studies. मैं हूँ साक्षी शर्मा and today we are going to tell you about International Women's Day 2023, its themes, its facts and its history of course. So first of all, a very happy International Women's Day and a colorful Holi to all of you. This year Holi is coinciding with the Women's Day, so greetings for both the festivals is there. So now we'll be talking about International Women's Day 2023. Every year on March 8, the world celebrates International Women's Day as a focal point for the campaign for women's rights. International Women's Day 2023 raises awareness of topics including gender equality, access to abortion, and violence and abuse against women. International Women's Day serves as a rallying point for advancing women's equality. The day also marks a call to action for accelerating women's equality. International Women's Day 2023 is a time to reflect on progress made, to call for change, and to celebrate acts of courage and determination by ordinary women who have played an extraordinary role in the history of their countries and communities. International Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th every year to celebrate the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women, as well as to raise awareness of the ongoing struggle for gender equality. The day also provides an opportunity to advocate for women's rights and to reflect on the progress that has been made toward gender equality and the work that still needs to be done. So, when was the first Women's Day celebrated? The first International Women's Day was observed in 1911 and it has since become a global celebration that is recognized in many countries across the world. Each year, International Women's Day has a specific theme or focus, such as ending violence against women, promoting women's health, or empowering women in leadership roles. Now, why is International Women's Day celebrated? This is an important opportunity to recognize the contributions and achievements of women, as well as to call attention to the ongoing struggle for gender equality and women's rights. International Women's Day 2023, with the theme of Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, the United Nations observance of International Women's Day 2023 honors and celebrates the women and girls who are leading the way in the development of transformational technology and digital education. In addition to highlighting the significance of safeguarding the rights of women and girls in digital environments and tackling online and ICT facilitated gender-based violence, the observance will investigate how the growing economic and social inequities caused by the digital gender gap. Now, what is the significance of this day? International Women's Day 2023 celebrates women and addresses issues such as women's equal rights, violence and abuse against women, and reproductive rights. Gender inequality and discrimination are rampant in our societies, and most of the time, women are victims of them. To fight these gender biases and to bring attention to the issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women, International Women's Day is celebrated. It has become a forum to raise awareness and galvanize changes in the society. What is the history of this day? The concept of International Women's Day first emerged in the early 1900s. Women's Day first came into existence in 1909 and it was known as National Women's Day. The day was initially celebrated on 28 February 1909 when 15,000 women marched through the New York City demanding shorter hours, better pay, and voting rights. Around the same time in Europe, in 1910 to be precise, the Second International Conference of Working Women was held in Denmark's Copenhagen, where Clara Zetkin, who led the Women's Office for the Social Democratic Party in Germany, tabled the idea of an International Women's Day on March 9, 1911. International Women's Day was honored for the first time in Austria, Denmark, Germany, and Switzerland. The United Nations started celebrating International Women's Day in 1977. It was officially agreed that the day would be widely observed on March 8 every year. Now, what are the facts? International Women's Day 2023 is celebrated annually on March 8th and is a global celebration of women's social, economical, cultural, and political achievements. The first Women's Day was celebrated in 1911 and it was organized by Socialist Party of America to promote women's suffrage and labor rights. The theme for International Women's Day 2023 is Choose to Challenge, which aims to encourage individuals to challenge gender bias and inequality in their own lives and communities. International Women's Day is an official holiday in many countries, including Afghanistan, Russia, and Ukraine. The United Nations has been observing International Women's Day since 1975 and designates an annual theme to promote gender equality and women's rights. Women make up roughly half of the world's population but still face significant inequalities in many areas, including education, employment, and political representation. According to the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report 2021, it will take an estimated 135.6 years to close the global gender gap. Women are more likely than men to live in poverty, and they make up the majority of the world's 796 million illiterate adults. Despite these challenges, women have been made significant progress in recent years, and there are more women in leadership positions than even before. International Women's Day is an opportunity to celebrate women's achievement, raise awareness about gender inequality, and advocate for greater gender equality and women's rights. Well, this was it for today's episode. Stay focused, stay connected, and thank you for watching this. Have a nice day.